Assalamu alaikum, dear students of 10th class. As I remember, and you people also know, but I was waiting for your response. Unfortunately, you people never respond to anything. Still, I'm going to tell you that your notes are still pending for Papa Cheese Moth, The Merchant of Venice, and The Necklace. Okay, so after a few days, I'm going to give you notes of these three textual topics of yours. So today we are going to take another topic of yours, that is Bholi. After I'll finish Bholi, I'll take your poems, two poems, and then I'll again switch to your short stories. What I'm actually doing, I'm just trying to make balance of your contents of text. Okay, you have prose section, you have poetry section, you have short stories, and then you have play, and then we have grammar also. तो ग्रामर में हमने बहुत सारी चीज़ें पढ़ी हुई हैं. इफ़ यू पीपल फोकस ऑन दैट, तो श्योरली यू गोइंग टू बेनिफिट from them in your exams. Today I'm going to talk about, we are going to read about Bholi, 117, 126. Khwaja Ahmad Abbas, 1914-1987, popularly known as K. Abbas, was born in Punjab in the home of celebrated Urdu poet ख्वाजा अल्ताफ़ हुसैन हाली, ए स्टूडेंट ऑफ मिर्ज़ा गालिब. ठीक है, तो इनका नाम था ख्वाजा अहमद अब्बास. के ए अब्बास इनको बोलते थे. तो ये स्टूडेंट किसके थे? मिर्ज़ा गालिब के. ख्वाजा अहमद अब्बास वॉज अ वेल नोन film director, novelist, screenwriter, and a journalist in Urdu, Hindi, and English languages. He was the maker of important Hindi films like Saath Hindustani, Sheher Ur Sapna, and the screenwriter for the best of Raj Kapoor films. ठीक है, तो काफ़ी ही इज़ अ वेरी पॉपुलर पर्सनैलिटी. इफ़ वी लुक एट द सिनेमा ऑफ इंडिया, तो वहाँ पे इसने काफ़ी कंट्रीब्यूट किया हुआ है. और ही इज़ अ वेल नोन डायरेक्टर, फिल्म डायरेक्टर रादर, नॉवलिस्ट है, स्क्रीन राइटर है, एंड जर्नलिस्ट. कुछ इम्पॉर्टेंट हिंदी फिल्म्स हैं जिसमें इसने ही वाज मेकर. साथ हिंदुस्तानी है, सहर और अपना है. और स्क्रीन राइटर किन के लिए था? राज कपूर फिल्म के लिए. दे आर वेरी बिग इन द इंडस्ट्री. Khwaja Ahmad Abbas is considered one of the pioneers of Indian parallel or neo-realistic cinema, having penned films like Neecha Nagar, Jagte Raho, धरती के लाल, आवारा, साथ हिंदुस्तानी, एंड नया संसार. ठीक है, तो certain things he depicted in his films, तो he is known as the pioneer of neo-realistic cinema. ठीक है, he was awarded the Padma Shri in 1969. A prolific writer and novelist during his illustrious career spanning 5 decades, Abbas wrote over 73 books in English, Hindi, and Urdu. Abbas was considered the prominent writer of Urdu short poetry. Padma Shri भी मिला. He was a pioneer of neo-realistic cinema. और इसका जो करियर था, that was spanning for 5 decades. हो गया 50 years. Okay, so his best known fictional work remains Inqilab, based on communal violence, which made him a household name in Indian literature. Like Inqilab, many of his works were translated into many Indian and foreign languages like Russian, German, Italian, French, and Arabic. Abbas interviewed several renowned personalities in literary and non-literary fields, including the Russian Prime Minister, the American President Charlie Chaplin, Mao Zedong, and Yuri Gagarin. Okay? So he's a very popular personality. So he has been versatile in his career. He wasn't fixed to one thing. He was a film director, he was a novelist, he was a screenwriter, and later on he has even interviewed. When we say interviewed, he somehow became a journalist also at times, and he has interviewed many big personalities of the world, not only India but of the world. And his works were translated into many languages, even in foreign languages. So today the topic is, it's Bholi. Okay, his autobiography, I'm Not an Island, an experiment in autobiography, was published in 1977. तो इसने अपनी ऑटोग्राफी लिखी थी जिसका नाम था I Am Not an Island. So that was published in 1977. Then is the pre-reading section. Bholi is a very sensitive story with a dramatic end by K. Abbas. इससे पहले यहाँ पे I forgot to mention it. इसका एक बहुत ही important fictional work है, that is इनकलाब. Okay, तो इनकलाब इसने लिखा था. It was fictional. Okay, imaginary, it was fictional, but it was based on what he has seen. Community violence based in Dakota, and it made a mark in every household of India. Okay, Boli is a very sensitive story with a dramatic end by K. Abbas. The character not just symbolizes simplicity but innocence too. In the end, she symbolizes courage. From her very childhood, Boli was neglected at home. Her parents are much worried about her marriage because she has poke marks all over her face. They think nobody will marry her. Her parents send her to school because they feel there is little chance of her getting married. What role does the teacher play in her life? Does she come up to the expectations of the teacher? Find out in the story. तो एक कैरेक्टर है जिसका नाम बोली है, उसी पे बेस्ड है ये लेसन भी. तो इसमें कैरेक्टर ने एक तो बस शी वॉज अ सिंपल गर्ल, not only simple, she was also innocent girl, and his parents had this problem that they always used to think that इसके साथ कौन शादी करेगा, because she had marks on her face. बचपन से ही उसके फेस पे मार्क्स, दाग थे, निशान थे. तो दे थॉट कि नो बडी विल मैरी हर. तो यहाँ पे एक इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ वी आर गोइंग टू रीड, दैट इज़ द रोल ऑफ अ टीचर इन अ स्टूडेंट्स लाइफ. कैसे एक टीचर अपने स्टूडेंट की लाइफ को चेंज करता है, कैसे एक स्टूडेंट को internally motivate करता है to face the world, to face the life, to face the hurdles, to face the obstacles of life. So we're going to read it in this story.